Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm the Obscure Angel PT, and for today what we have in here, it is Insurgency. So Insurgency, it is not a new game, it is old one. It has now close to 5-year-olds, and it was developed by the New World Interactive, a developer that is not either new to, because it also developed Day of Infamy, and this game, it is not the last one, because there is another new game called Insurgency Sunstorm, but only recently I had access to this Insurgency, so this is probably not the video that you were expecting by any means, so I'm very sorry for that. But let's take a look at the settings. Anyway, this game uses a Source engine, the same engine behind CSGO, Half-Life 2, Portal 2, and you know the stuff. And for the settings, for me, I think that the best settings that I could go with, it is go with 1080p, low settings, anisotropic set to 4. I decided to use FXAA because it's very lightweight, and I'm using pretty much the, virtual pool textures at high. So I decided to go with this map since it's close to full, it's almost 32 players online. And yeah, let me start with the minimum requirements. So since this is a very old game and uses Source engine, which is not very demanding, this game only asks for a Core 2 Duo E6600 or an AMD Phenom II X4, so this is very old stuff. 4 gigs of RAM and a graphic card with 512 megabytes of VRAM, DirectX 9 with Pixel Shader 3.0. And this is the results for the settings that I have decided to try out the game. So yeah, despite this isn't very new or doesn't ask too much of GPU, the fact is that this game, it is very CPU bound. That's the reason why I decided to go with the low settings, because I want as much frame rate as possible, and with the low settings I was able to get 1% low 40 frames per second, average of 65, and a maximum frame rate of 157. Of course, this only happens if you look to the sky. When switching up, to median, you get a 1% of 34, average of 59, 117 on the maximum, and here we go. As long as you go pushing the graphics up and up, you get worse performance. But again, this is not a GPU demanding game. You can achieve these results with a much weaker GPU. The only issue, it is really the CPU and the fact that the Source engine, it is old. This performance, it's very close to the new mode that CSGO has, that is Black Site, I believe that's the name, and the performance, it is very similar. So which means that what you really need in here, it is a more powerful CPU with more performance per core. But anyway, even with those settings, the game is perfectly playable at around 40 to 50 and 60 or higher, so it's not really limiting. But it's a little bit bad news because, this is an old game, the graphics are nothing special, and yet we can't achieve 60 frames per second. If you want to buy this game, you can get this game for 10 euros, but I believe that you already have access to this game because this game was free before. But anyway, if you want to get the game, it is really cheap on Steam. You can also try to get the game through Kinguin, and if you try to do so, you can get this game for around €1.50, which is really cheap. Alright, so I leave you the links on the description of the video, and I guess that's it. So guys, thank you a lot for watching. I hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video. I'm a bad player, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Get to the point.
Charlie! We will not so quietly! Defend our cash